Hi boys and girls, Miss Rose here. For this project, you will need rainbow colors. You will need all the colors of the color wheel. You will need red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Use anything you have. You can use crayons, you can use Crayola markers, or oil pastels if you have them. If you don't have them, it's okay. Just make sure that you have rainbow colors. And if you have pink, you can use pink as well. Alright, first we're going to talk about different types of lines. I want you to think of a type of line. You probably thought a straight line first. Very good. But lines don't have to be straight. Lines can be zigzag. Lines can also be broken. Sometimes we call this a dashed line. You can also have a dotted line. This is a kind of line, anything that starts and follows a path. Now what about wavy lines, like waves in the ocean? Or curly lines, like curly hair? There can also be slanted lines like this. Sometimes we call this diagonal as well. There are so many different types of lines. A line does not have to be straight. I'm going to make a line that goes like this. It looks like the top of a square or rectangle. Maybe my lines go like this. Kind of look like the doorways of a castle. Okay, so I hope you can see that lines don't have to be straight or zigzag. They could be broken, they could be dotted, they could be wavy or curly or bumpy. There's so many different types of lines. So for this project, you're going to need something to color with, markers or crayons, colored pencils, oil pastels, anything you have, and you're going to need a white piece of paper to start. All right, you're going to pick up something red. Anything red that you have to draw with. And you're going to make a line at the top. I'm going to make a straight line. You can do any line you want, or you can follow along with me. It's up to you. Here we go. Straight line. Next, you're going to take orange. Anything you have that's orange. And we're going to do a zigzag line. Okay, yellow's next. We're going to make a bumpy line. And pause this video if I'm going too fast. Take your time and then continue to follow along when you're ready. Next is green. Pick up something green and make any kind of line, or you can follow along with me, making a dotted line. Blue is next. Wavy line. Purple. Kind of like lightning. Like diagonal zigzags. So they're like my zigzag lines here, but instead they're tilted to the right. I'm going to take pink and do a broken line. Now I'm going to go back to red, pick up something red, and I'm going to do a loopy line, like a roller coaster. Next I'm going to go to orange, and I might do this kind of boxy line. Looks like the top of a rectangle or square. Then last, I don't have room for anything else, and if you don't have room, that's okay. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine. I'll do slanted or diagonal lines at the bottom, like that. Okay, I hope you have rainbow colors on your page, and I hope you have all different kinds of lines going across. Next, we're going to color inside. So for coloring in between the lines, you can use anything you have. I think I'm going to switch to crayons now. You're going to watch me on high speed color a different color inside these shapes or lines. Remember, I'm going nice and slow and I'm speeding up the video. You are to take your time and go nice and slow when you color. Make sure you color in the lines. Make sure you go the same direction. Don't leave white spots behind. And I'll see you back here in a little bit when you're done, and we'll go on to the next step. Okay, I'm all finished. When you color inside your lines, you can use any colors. You don't have to go in rainbow order. You can put any color anywhere you want. You just want to make sure that you have different lines with different sections of different color. Okay, the next step, at the top of the page, you're going to make a curved line, and I'm going to show you with a marker so you can see. You can use a pencil. So right about here, you want to almost go to the top but not, and then you want to curve down. Kind of like an umbrella. Okay. Then you're going to need a scissor, and you're going to cut on that line. Okay. Then when you turn it over, you have a shape that looks like this. It's like a tall rectangle, but instead there's a curved top. All right, stay tuned for the next part. You're gonna need a scissor, and now you're gonna go and look for white or black scrap paper or a newspaper or a magazine. If you don't have scrap paper, please look through your recycling, your paper recycling, or look for old mail and use that paper as scrap paper. I'll see you back here in a few minutes. Go hunt for some scrap paper, newspapers, or magazines. Okay, I hope you were able to find some scrap paper, newspapers, magazines, maybe the back of some mail, any paper you have. Now, you're gonna turn this into a shape monster, a monster that's created using different shapes. So you need to draw, or not draw, but we're going to cut and glue eyes, a mouth, maybe ears, teeth, details like a hat or maybe a bow in the hair. It's totally up to you. So you're going to watch me create mine, and then hopefully I give you some ideas for yours. So I'm going to use a pencil. I'm going to make two, that's not big enough. I want two big eyeballs. Now your monster can be a cyclops. It can have one eyeball. It can have 3 eyeballs. I want that to be up to you. Now I'm going to put black circles inside the eyes. I'm going to make them smaller. And it doesn't matter if things aren't perfect. You want your line and shape monster to look kind of wild and fun. Remember, you don't have to copy me. I want you to give your line and shape monster lots of details. You can do eyelashes or eyebrows. Maybe I'll put some eyelashes on mine. So I'm going to take the black and I'm going to draw some zigzags like that. Then I'm going to draw the other way for the other side. And if you don't like how something looks, redo it or leave it out. I'm just making it up as I go. Okay, look how silly. And it's up to you if you want to make your monster cute or scary or silly. If you're afraid of monsters, maybe make a sweet, happy little monster. Look at that! So cool. Now I'm going to take this scrap paper that I cut off earlier. I'm going to use this for maybe some ears. I'm going to cut triangle ears in the corners right here. Okay, those are my ears. Now, it's up to you. You can give your monster a mustache. Maybe I'll cut a skinny piece of black paper. And then I'll do that. Snip. You can give it eyebrows. And just like that, it can look angry or maybe sad if they're going that way. It's up to you. I want you to be creative. Or don't put eyebrows in yours. It's time for the mouth. Now it needs some monster teeth. So using white scrap paper, again, you can use newspaper or a magazine. I'm going to cut some triangle teeth. Maybe just 5 teeth in the mouth. Yeah, I want mine to be cute. I'm not going to use the eyebrows, but I do want to put some bows up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut rectangle pieces of paper, 2 of them. I want to put 2 bows. And watch how I make a bow. One bow here. Oh, and one there. Ha! How adorable. A line shape monster. Rrr. Remember, you can have yours be scary or angry. Think about the different ways we feel, the different emotions we have. Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're frustrated, sometimes we're sad. And make that monster show that feeling. All right, now you're going to watch me on high speed glue this down. You're going to glue on your own when you're ready, and then you want to let it dry, probably overnight. I can't wait to see these. If you know how to take a picture, please take a picture when you submit this on Google Classroom so I could see it. All right, here it is, my line shape monster. Make sure you let it dry overnight. Make sure you clean your hands and you clean your desk or workspace. All right, if you want to see examples of this project, please click the black star on my Google slide and you will see lots of different variations of line and shape monsters. All right, I hope you had fun. Bye, see you next week.